What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, folks, we got our summoning out of the way. Before I even continue with the video, let's get this out of the way. Content creator program going on, folks. Make sure you hit that support button. It's always linked in every single description and every single video. Get yourself some free codes, guys. It's super easy. It's free. Support your boy. I'm always putting time and hours in there to make sure you guys get your codes every single season. And I do appreciate everyone who has been supporting me. Shout out to J Stowe, 906. I think this is Cap. Shout out to Zero. See, I knew Zero. I knew this time. And everybody else also supporting me. 6199. Who else we got here? Hold on. Let me just go down here. Oh, we got 6733 instead. 6199. Manart? I hope I got that right. 317. Maybe this is Cap. 0118. Weeha and Rabies. Freak. Appreciate you guys all supporting. Remember, guys, free codes on the way. Now, let's go with the video. Frieren, Stark. What's the consensus so far? And I say so far because I feel like something's not mathing, all right? And I'm hoping other content creators can come through with this and go ahead and get this resolution, and we can all kind of commune on what's happening here. So first off, the draws. I will confirm this right now. She is 100%. There's no 50-50. You get somebody, it's always going to be her, okay? So very, very good in that regard. Now, a couple things I want you guys to note when it comes down to this. She is, on paper, incredible. All right. Now, most of our testing was done on the dummy and on Guild Boss. I'm going to show you guys a couple numbers here. Okay. We went from A0 to A1 to A5 because we were like in between. Should be no reason, right? So we paired her with the water team. Her recommended artifacts were Guardian and Obsidian. We tried Guardian and Sylph, and we did AP's Blessing. Okay. So the comparison here was, is she better than Mei Lin, who's currently the current water support in the game and one of the oldest supports that's been released? So here's the results of this testing. A10 Mei Lin test with Cha. So the goal here was to let Cha get her numbers and see who did better. All right, so Mei Lin on team 1 with Cha and Soren. Cha did 7.6 billion damage with Mei Lin. Keyword with Mei Lin, okay? Then we went with A10 Frieren. You guys can see Frieren clearly did way more damage than Mei Lin. She's built to be a little bit of a damage dealer. So 1.3 versus 119. 4 Guardian, 4 Obsidian. Soren did a bit better. Shuha did almost exactly the same. And Cha did a little bit worse. We can account that 5% difference to RNG. That's fine. The point is, it's not that big of a difference, right? And if you another one here, Frieren with A Blessing, so we did the same gear essentially. Shuha went up a bit. Cha went up a bit. Soren went up a tad bit. Alicia went up a tad bit. That was by luck because you guys can see. Actually, she went down. Sorry. But the key thing is you lost damage on Frieren. She lost about, what is that, 6 billion damage. Or, yeah, 600 million damage. So Blessing was a little bit better for these guys, but a big loss to her. So overall, the Guardian and 4 Obsidian was a better choice because I think it gave overall a better score. Okay. Now, if you go over here on this side, what we did different is we put Mei Lin with Shuha, right? You guys can see Mei Lin's right there, and you can see her numbers just skyrocketed because Mei Lin and Shuha are like a dream team. And then we have ourselves Frieren with Cha. Numbers didn't go up at all. Okay, so Shuha and Mei Lin. So it looks like Mei Lin's still the better unit, guys, when it comes down to the full water team support. Now, what Mei Lin doesn't offer that Frieren does is that shield, essentially. But I think the reason why this is happening a lot is because Frieren gives a lot of crit damage and stuff. This whole squad here is built off of crit damage. Like, Cha has a ton of crit damage. There's probably a lot of diminishing return happening here, so she's not getting the full benefits. Plus, she's not really giving any elemental damage, right? She has no elemental in her kit, so keep that in mind. So if you want to check out some of the actual live streams, you can go check out what we did here. It's right over here. So I can just bring it over to your side here. And you guys can see a lot of the testing that we did on the stream here. And you guys can see the gear that we use, etc. Right? And this is some of the testing I provided along the way. And this is, so I didn't use support DPS or Sinjunu for a reason, guys, because I wanted to see what Cha's number were without the interference, right? So I just did a DPS version of it. So you guys can see these are the runs that we did with it. And you guys can see the full results at the end of it all with me giving you guys the totals that were provided in the spreadsheet. Okay, so this is the numbers right there. So it's all available to you guys, and that's that. So I think either one of two things are happening. Either she's bugged or she's just not really built for the water team, even though she's a water element, ironically enough. Okay, so what we did is we did something else. We put her on a different team altogether. We put her on a team that had fire instead. Okay, now this is where it became a little more interesting. So down here, you guys can see the results for the fire team. Now we're going to talk about Stark as well. So with Gina, she did worse with Kanae. All right, with Gina and Kanae, with Frieren and Kanae, they did worse together. When you add Gina to the mix instead, Gina did better with Kanae. So Kanae and Gina are actually built together because of the MP recovery and the fact that she needs a little bit of defense pen. Plus, keeping in mind, Kanae is not really built for this, okay? So we realized that Gina is actually better for Kanae, but Frieren on the second team was actually pretty good. So you can have her as a backup B team member on the fire team and other teams that couldn't use some of her bugs or some of her buffs that the water team doesn't require. So she is a good B tier unit, but I still think she's bugged. All right, next testing that we did. I didn't put this on the spreadsheet. We did Stark testing. Now Stark was actually a big surprise. Stark actually was very impressive in the numbers that he put up, and we're going to share those numbers with you guys right now as soon as I can find where the hell I put that. 2 seconds, guys. Where's my stream? Where did it just go? Here, hold on. Where is it? Is it this? No, that's not it. Sorry, we're talking about elves, hence why I had to do that one. Is it this one? Where did my stream go? Is it here? No. Oh, here. Sorry, I'm confused. All right, so Stark. I got Stark to A8. Okay, and we started doing some testing with Stark in the teams. So Stark was very interesting, and I'm going to share this with you guys. So the thing I'm going to tell you guys with Stark, what I did is I gave him 4-piece armed and 4-piece obsidian. All right, and when Stark was with Gina and Kanae, specifically with Gina, he excelled, and I mean he excelled by a lot. Okay, the moment you put Stark with Frieren, his excelling went down. He didn't do as well. Okay, that's one thing to note. So you guys can see right here, we're at 56. We're about to hit this mark here. You guys can see this is my face after I saw that happen. All right, and that wasn't even with his best performance. That was one of his worst performances. So what I did instead is I did a couple different tests. So the main test was the last one. All right, so the last thing we did was we realized that if you give Yuki 4-piece armed and 4-piece obsidian, and you give Stark 4-piece armed and 4-piece obsidian on this specific boss, and you give Kanae her normal outfit that she wears, whether it's 8-piece infamy or 2-piece one-hit kill and 2-piece curse with the expert set, you're going to notice a difference. Okay, now check what happens here with 2 breakers. All right, we're going to get to the end of this fight. You guys can see I'm just standing still. We did full runs as well, but we did a couple standing still runs just to see how they did on their own as AI. And right over here, it becomes pretty apparent that this setup with Yuki and Stark just outperforms everybody. So right now, as it stands, guys, here's my takeaway. I think Frieren is bugged, or she's just not as OP as the numbers look like. There's a lot of diminishing returns, and she maybe just doesn't have the right artifacts or something in place right now to make her better. Stark right now is killing it. All right, I did the 4-piece armed, 4-piece obsidian. We did the desire set, right? That's the one with the elements. I always forget that set's name. The one with the element breaks. We did greed set. Either way, his numbers looked really good every single time. Yuki is very comparable to him, by the way. So if you pull for Yuki, you're not missing out too much. But you guys can see his numbers are bonkers. But he has to be paired with Gina. He needs as much defense pen as possible. And by the way, just so you know, their defense pens are all the same, 37% across the board. I made sure of that. So Yuki's better with Frieren. What's his name? Stark. I keep saying Fern. Sorry. Stark is better with Gina. Did I say Fern the entire time? I apologize, guys. It's Stark. I meant to say Stark. So that's the outcome. So A5 unit for free is killing it. Everyone else, I don't know about Fern yet. Talked about her so many times. She's not even in the game yet. I mean, you can get her if you summon for her through the free token. But yeah, right now, Frieren, in terms of Frieren, I'm going to hold off on my free-to-play and see what happens. Maybe she is bugged. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's just mid, right? And Stark is actually the star right now of the show. So there you guys go. That's my take. Those are my testing results. You guys can check out the full live stream, of course. Remember to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.